In this video, we are having a look at the camera in Blender 4.0. Before we get started today, I just want to say thank you for tuning in. If you like content like this and want to support the channel, please be sure to like and subscribe. It helps a lot. And we make videos pretty regularly, so don't miss out. Okay, let's get started with looking at the camera object. The camera view shows the current scene from the active camera's viewpoint. The camera view can be used to virtually compose shots and preview how the scene will look when rendered. The rendered image will contain everything within the dashed frame. While in camera view, you can select the camera by clicking the dashed frame, assuming the camera object isn't hidden away. Also, just as a refresher, you can view the active camera by going to View Camera's Active Camera, or using the hotkey numpad 0. This switches the view to and from the active camera. We can also add another camera or set other objects as the active camera. You can do this by first selecting an object in the scene and then going to View, Cameras, Set Active Object as Camera. Or by first selecting an object that isn't the current camera and then pressing the shortcut Ctrl plus numpad 0. This sets the current active object as the active camera and switches to the camera view. The active camera is the one that will be used for rendering, and which you'll look through when. This particular example is kind of pointless as all we are doing is moving the camera focal point to inside of the cube, so we can't really see anything, but you could in fact do this if you wanted to. And if you were ever lost as to which camera in the 3D viewer is the active camera is displayed with a solid triangle above it, like so. Another way of setting the active camera is through the Scene tab of the properties. We can also do animated camera switching. While a scene contains only one camera by default, it's possible to have multiple. You can then bind the cameras to specific time points in your animation to create jump cuts showing different viewpoints. We will look at that when we get to looking at markers in another video. Now, looking at the camera frame bounds, we can zoom in to see what the camera sees by going to View, Cameras, Frame Camera Bounds, or pressing the Home key on your keyboard. This centers the camera view inside the 3D viewport screen area and resizes the view to fit within the area's bounds. Additionally, we can also zoom the camera 1:1. To do so, go to View, Navigation, Zoom Camera 1:1. This zooms the view so that the camera frame has the exact same size as the output resolution. This allows you to preview exactly how large objects will be in the rendered image or animation. In the videos covering flying and walking and alignment, we covered a few ways to position the camera around. Please see that video for more. That said, to lock the camera to where you are looking by enabling Lock Camera to View in. Sidebar. View and switching to camera view, the camera will become glued to the view and follow it around as you navigate. Remember to go back into the camera view with numpad 0. Now you can just look around and adjust what the camera is looking at. Convenient, right? Fly or walk navigation for first-person navigation also moves the active camera too when this is toggled on. And lastly, we are going to look at the roll, pan, dolly, and track maneuver of the camera. To perform these camera moves, the camera must first be selected so transform operations apply to it. The following actions also assume that you are in camera view. Having done so, you can now manipulate the camera using the same tools that are used to transform any object. Rolling, press R to enter object rotation mode. The default will be to rotate the camera along its local Z-axis, the axis orthogonal to the camera view, which is the definition of a camera roll. Vertical pan or pitching. This is just a rotation along the local X-axis. Press R to enter object rotation mode, then X twice. The first press selects the global axis, the second, the local axis. This works with any axis. Z-axis locking. Horizontal pan or yawing. This corresponds to a rotation around the camera's local Y-axis. Press R, then Y twice. To dolly. To dolly the camera, press G, then the middle mouse button, or Z twice. And sideways tracking, press G and move the mouse. You can use X or Y twice to get purely horizontal or vertical tracking. Thanks for making it all the way through the video. If you like content like this, please be sure to support the channel by liking and subscribing. Have a great rest of your day. See you later.